You guys make sure y'all thumbs up this video. And make sure you subscribe. Also, make sure you guys give super stickers. You can give super stickers in this live. What you do is you scroll over and the super stick to all the people who give in the lives. Y'all can give in these videos too, and it is well appreciated. Thank you so much. Hello, yes, this is your girl, Queen of Commentary, and we are back with another video. Yes, so I had come across somebody's video, another content creator, and there are a lot of content creators who talk about Miss Brittany, the LaTruth saga, and all that jazz. I am like one of like thousands, and so I'm so grateful to everyone who actually gets to come across my videos. I thank you guys for the comments, the likes, the shares. Thank you so much for that. Thank you to the members that have joined this channel, and to anybody who is new, thank you for coming and actually watching the videos. Guys, please donate. Please join the memberships. It really does help this channel. All right. Don't think that we don't need your contributions to the channel. All right. And so those who cannot contribute, please make sure you leave a comment and like. And those who can, please comment and like and still leave your contributions. No matter what it is well appreciated. All right, guys. So let's get into it. All right. So I came across one person's video, and they actually basically their title was basically, is Miss Briana selling clothes, or basically, you know, whatever, you feel me? And I said, you know what, I'm glad to see that another content provider, another person actually sees that it is something else going on when Miss Briana, or Miss Brittany rather, gets, you know, into the mirror. And she's like, oh, you know, this is, she used the term stretchy, and what did she say? Stretchy. Anyway, what's going on, Miss Brittany? I'm thinking that some other things are being transcribed here, if you will. That is not how you sell clothes. You don't have to be in the mirror. I think it was basically she had on this like Von Dutch hat on, and these really tight like biker shorts that's all up in the Palisades, if you will. And I'm like, that is not how you sell clothes. Back in the day, I mean, have she, you know, seen footage of Tyra Banks or Naomi Campbell, or even, you know, Kimora models, how they basically sell the clothes? Who walked down the aisle, or the walkway, if you will, or the catwalk? Who actually walked down the aisle with their whole mother maker out, if you will? Who? None of them. It looks raunchy. It's like you're about to go to a Rancharama shindig. I don't feel like digging in my pockets or going online and going to Amazon and purchasing anything, because you don't know how to sell the item. It's like you're mixing. It's like you need to go over to that other platform where they actually go and take photos and do a whole bunch of stuff, and they have memberships. We know what that platform is. You need to go over there, sis, because you're mixing. Okay? I just want to see the maxi dress. I don't want to see your headlights on. You know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, I don't need to see your headlights on. I don't need to see your mother maker. I don't need to see your posterior. I don't need to see your, you know, how sleek your back is and all that. I don't need to see that to purchase a maxi dress, to purchase a short set, to purchase whatever. Okay? You're bringing that street stuff, that pole, you know, vibes to something that's supposed to be professional. Okay? I don't know if anyone else is going to tell you that, but I'm going to tell you that. Okay? Get some class about yourself. Every goddamn time you go and you sell clothes, Miss Brittany, you don't have to have, you know, basically no brassiere on. Like, really? You think that's professional? Have something, you know, you have daughters. You have daughters. Start acting as such. They are going to what? They are going to see that stuff. Do you want your daughters walking around like that? Do you want little Caroline growing up at 12, 13 years old and starting to, you know, dress provocative and get the wrong attention? You're getting the wrong attention. I thought you had a man. I thought you were possibly married. I thought you were having a good time in Jamaica with your man. And so what you're making your man look like is that he's your you know what, like he's your suitor, he's your person who is okaying this, because no man worth anything who loves his wife and things like that, okay, would ever allow his woman to go out there and show all of what she has. That's why when I got onto this LaTruth saga, I would see them while they were married, and I was like kind of confused, because I was like, when she was with Sir LaTruth, he too allowed, or I shouldn't say allowed, but he too, allowed his wife to just be out there. She would twerk and she would have all this, provocative clothes on. I'm like, what is going on here? I'm old school. My husband, oh my gosh, I can't even really show anything, even though I wasn't raised that way, but he doesn't want anybody to look at his woman. And I was like, man, nobody want me. I'm old. You know what I'm saying? I got gray hair and, but I'm his queen. I'm his woman. I'm his wife of over 2 decades, in Jesus' name. And, he would never want me out there like that. Like Martin has this, on one of the shows when Gina, she was like, oh, okay, you like Miss Bozak. That was played by, I forget her name. What is her name? Kenya Moore, I think that's her name. Yes. And, she had this black outfit on and whatever. And she's, Gina saw how, Martin was looking at her, or admiring her actually. And then she wore it. He was like, hold up, what you going on? What's going on? He's like, I want my lady classy, not showing all the, I mean, really, someone that a man really wants and wants to marry, he's not going to want her to be dressed like that. He doesn't want everybody to see his woman and the way that he sees his woman. In other cultures, and my husband and I remember this conversation like it was yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh, I was looking at other cultures and how they would have to be completely covered up. Some of them covered up to the eyes. And I said, and it'd be 90 degrees outside, but now that I'm older, I'm like, they've been raised like that. So they're used to it, and they're from different countries that are much hotter than here. But yeah, I was like, dang, why do they have to be so covered up and this, that, and the other? And why, like, now I understand why, because, in other cultures, it is blasphemy to basically have your woman out there showing all her shape and all her assets and all that. That's for her husband. Unless you basically give it to everybody who's watching you, why they need to see it? You get what I'm saying? And so that's their culture and everything. But I understand it now that I'm older. You know what I'm saying? Why do I have to put everything out on display? I have a husband. I have a husband. Everybody doesn't need to see what his woman is made of physically, right? I have a husband, and I have to have respect for my husband, because many people will say, well, he can't control what I wear. I'm grown. I can wear what I want. Yeah, but why would you want to wear that? People in the comments of the ladies' video, they were saying, she's looking for another sugar baby. What's a sugar baby? Someone that she can, pay for, because she's used to paying for LOVE, love. You get what I'm saying? And so that's the only reason why you're putting it out there, for your next person. And Miss Brittany, if that's all you have to offer, which a lot of us are saying as content creators, it looks like that's all you have to offer, is basically physical attributes. Those physical attributes fade, darling. It's in the word. Your body will fail you. Those nice, perky, whatever, are going to sag one day. Your back is going to have rolls one day. Your posterior is going to sag one day. Well, you're going to start, hunching over a little bit. Your spine is going to curve a little bit. You're not going to have the same height. Are these words of am I, sending out negative? No, I'm sending out the truth. I'm 40 something years old, and I'm not the same. I look at my whole perimeter of my hair, it's gray. And the gray is actually growing. Like at first it wasn't growing, now it's growing, and now my locks are turning gray. You get what I'm saying? What else is going on? I can't stand up as much as I used to, and I can't do everything. I have to eat more, and I have to, take care of myself. When you're in your 40s, wellness is number one. I just read a story of a woman who, and this on our other social medias, a woman, a chef, she wanted some time off because, she was so tired, and she took 3 days off, and she went home, went to bed, and never woke up. You get what I'm saying? She looked like she was in her 40s. You know, you have to take care of yourself. It's more, I'm not worried about, oh my gosh, let me put some makeup. I never wore makeup. Anybody in here is not a makeup girl? I don't wear makeup. I've never really worn makeup ever, maybe for a photo. But I don't wear makeup. I don't worry about all that. I've been wearing locks for 20 plus years. You know what I mean? I'm not into my physical attributes. I'm into my physical now as far as I want to, be able to do what I'm doing now, do my commentary, do my videos and all that, and take care of myself and not overwork myself. Anybody in here don't wear makeup and don't wear, raunchy clothes? Where y'all at? Say I'm here in the comments, because I'm like, am I in a fantasy world? You can be attractive to men without doing all of that, Miss Brittany. You know what's really attractive to men? Because, okay, this is what the old cats say. Old cats mean the old school guys. They say there are women out here that you have fun with. And Miss Brittany, you're in that category. Obviously, girl, you're a good girl to have fun with. And like the lady said on her commentary, they'll even put a baby in you. Because they want to what? They want to keep that like a place marker. They don't mind getting you preggers, because you might be on, some public assistance. You got some nice little housing, you got some money, you got some whatever. Oh yeah, a guy that doesn't really care for you, oh, he'll shack up with you. He'll even have a baby with you, so he'll always have access to you. But will he respect you? No. So there's some women that you have fun with and some women that you marry. Okay, and you can have fun with the woman you marry, because like I said, I was going to say that there are ways that you can be very, very attractive to a man that has nothing to do with your body. Of course, you want to have your hygiene right, because why would you look? Why would you want to look good, have all those tight clothes, but you don't have good hygiene? And I've heard some things, and we're not going to get into it, but I'm going to tell you, Miss, I've heard some things that, people are saying and things like that. I don't know if it's true or false, but to whomever is listening, if you're having problems in an arena, we all are women, we all have issues at times, yeast infections and all this. Honey, get you some probiotics. This is what you do, because this is what I teach. I'm a holistic practitioner from way back, okay? And I'm still one in Jesus' name. This is what you do. Peel your ears. Say, I'm listening. If you're at this point of the video, all I need is for one person, just one, to say that I am listening. When I get I am listening, and when I get the words that I say for you guys to type back, that makes me as a commentator very happy, because it means that you guys are listening, because literally this is like a podcast, right? You're listening more than you're looking. There's nothing really to look at, is it? It's everything to listen to. Say, I'm listening. That's what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do. You are going to get some lemon and lime, fresh lemon and lime, not the lemon and lime that's in the little bottles. We're going to get the fresh lemon and lime. That's probably 79 cents for the lemon and maybe 50 cents for the lime if you catch it on sale. You're going to cut that. You're going to roll it, get that juice nice and popping and locking. And you're going to put that in your water. You're going to drink that every day. I drink about 64 ounces of that every day. And then I might drink a little bit more water, because, you got to get at least half your weight. So if you're 200 pounds, you need 100 ounces of water. If you're 150, you need 75 ounces of water. If you're 275, you get what I'm saying? So you don't want to be too heavy, because actually if you're getting too heavy, you're definitely not getting your water. You're going to be highly, highly dehydrated. Okay, so you're going to do that. You're going to get you some lactobacillus. It might be up on the screen, you guys. I don't know. But it's some lactobacillus. It is a probiotic. Okay, I started taking probiotics back in 2020 because my life had become stressful. I was a caregiver and things like that. My body was changing, and I had noticed some changes as far as, what women go through as far as yeast infections and things like that. And so I had done some research, and boom, ever since then, I've been A-okay. That's what worked for me. So some lactobacillus, okay? And if you guys want more little tips, guys, just email me. My email is in the description. It's what's the tea. I think it's what's the tea at gmail.com. I don't know my own email. But guys, please, reach out to me or say in the comments that you would like. Well, no, you don't have to do that. But yeah, look in my description. It's in my description, guys, how to get in contact with me as far as that. And I would love to help you guys. It's a small fee, but you'll get so much information. It is worth it. Okay. I specialize in that. No, I'm not a doctor. I'm a holistic practitioner. I help people deal with things holistically. And so, With that being said, drink your water and things. It's also some other little items that I take every day. I take cranberry pills. Okay, you can get the real cranberries, but cranberries are seasonal usually. You get them around, November, Thanksgiving and things like that. And yeah, drink cranberry. I mean, do some cranberry pills. I have a specific one that I use, and if you want to know, please let me know. And some oregano oil. So that's a treat for you guys. I usually charge for that, but because you guys are watching, if you got to this point, you got a blessing. Got to listen to the whole video because I could just be giving you some knowledge, because knowledge is power and knowledge keeps us on our quality of life up. God says that we perish for a lack of knowledge. And perish doesn't mean just physically perish, but spiritually perish. Information keeps us here. So, why would you want to look good and not smell good? And not because a man wants a clean lady, right? A man wants a clean lady, right? But he wants her to be a person who gives it up in one night. You're not going to get a clean woman that gives it up usually at one night, okay? If she gave it to you one night, guess what? I mean, other people. And her pH is all over the place, okay? So you can't be mad, fellas, when you meet that woman who gives it up to you. She gave it up to everybody, and more than likely, her pH is off, okay? Okay, so Miss Brittany, yes. So, stop, concentrating on that. It's kind of nasty. It's not cool. You're bringing down the item. You're making the item look cheap, okay? Step it up. Bring that camera up. We don't need to see that. Okay, James seen it, LaTruth seen it, and they hardly want to be around you. So it's just not working. I'm gonna need you to go back, look at some videos of real models and look at some videos of the Amazon shoppers and TikTok shop and how they portray their items. Okay. They don't do all of that. In fact, it's not even a part of their terms of conditions. Okay, every platform has a different rule, and we all know where her hub is on FB, right? And you can pretty much do whatever over there. But it's classless and things like that. Let's since you said you have 3 degrees, use one of them and rise up your videos a little bit. Your sales will go up, your morale will go up, and you'll stop offending your watchers. Because I don't even like watching those videos, because I'm a woman, I'm married, and I'm not into that kind of stuff. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see your mother maker. I don't want to see the imprint and all. I don't want to see none of that. Okay? I don't like that. That's not why I want to be on this storyline to see, what LaTruth saw back in his day when he was married to you. Ew. Okay. Anyway, I hope this video has helped you guys out. If it has, say, go on, girl. Say go on, girl, in the comments. That means you got to the end and you rock. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.